Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm checking out the ONN Tablet Pro, available at Walmart for around $136 at the time of this video. Now, I think the price did slightly go up because there might be some kind of shortage with these tablets. They might not have enough. There is another version that goes for $159. This is the one I currently have. The only major difference is just the storage space. This one has 64 gigs, the cheaper one has 32 gigs. I really don't think it's worth the upgrade, but the only reason that I did get the 64 gig was because every time I ordered the 32 gig one, I got the old version, so they couldn't send me the right one, which was kind of annoying. So I just thought I might as well go for the more expensive one, and they got it right. But hey, anyways, just really quickly on the front, it says that it comes with Google Kid Space and it comes with Entertainment Space. So Google Kid Space is kind of new. It's basically, think of it as like a parental controls on your tablet that you can use now. So parents will like this, but everything else really looks the same compared to last year's tablet. I mean, it has a 10.1-inch LCD touchscreen. They say up to 10 hours of battery life, but the battery is about the same, being at 6,600 milliamp hours. That's the same that we had it last time. 64 gigs of storage, internal storage with micro SD card for expansion. The same 3 gigs of RAM, 5 megapixel front and 5 megapixel rear. But the only other difference is that it's running Android 11. Now, I don't know about the CPU. It says here that it's a 2.0 gigahertz octa-core processor, so we'll see if that's the same or not compared to last year's. Inside the box, you're introduced with a couple coupons here, $10 off with the minimum order of $50 or more, and then 70% off audiobooks. Just throw those away. The tablet itself, got a quick start guide and user manual here, along with a wall outlet and a USB Type-C cable that's over here. Now, the wall outlet I don't think has anything of fast charging on here. No. You know, everything looks just about the same as it was from last year in terms of the outside. This is just some type of back finish, kind of sleek, 8.2 millimeters thick. It weighs just about under a pound and a half, a little over a pound, I want to say. And then starting from the right, you've got all your ports and buttons, or most of them: volume key, power button, a microphone, a micro SD card slot. If we open this up, USB-C underneath that, and a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. I don't know why there's a cover for the micro SD card slot when you've got the USB and the earphones just exposed out there. Nothing on the bottom, nothing on the side. And then on top, there is another microphone along with 2 speaker grills, and they do emit from both sides. At least that's what it was last time. I'm assuming they haven't changed anything there. The rear camera is back there, it's not protruding at all, and then a front camera on top. There is some bloatware on here installed, including Kid Space, which is obviously for kids if you want to set it up for a kid. But besides that, there's a Walmart, Voodoo, and Sam's Club that's normally there in other tablets. This time you have an entertainment hub area where you can watch your videos or whatever streaming services you use, the games you might play. I have nothing downloaded at the moment. I guess you could download from here if you wanted to, or read. Some new things on Android 11 besides those what I've shown before is looks like you can screen record finally on your tablet. You can share like various things. You got to make sure Bluetooth's on though, and I think if I click edit, you might find some other stuff here that's also new. I don't know why hotspot is on there. I guess you can share your Wi-Fi hotspot. That doesn't really make sense. But yeah, I'm not sure why that's there because this does not have a SIM slot or anything. But besides that, there's focus mode, bedside mode. I don't recall that being in the previous Android 10. Maybe I just didn't look. Out of the box, there's a little over 54 gigs available on this tablet. And then if we go into System, it is updated to Android 11. That's the latest version. You know, I'm not really going to go over everything that's new with Android 11. Just know that some of the features on Android 11 will not be available on here. One of the things that is if you play music like through Pandora, you'll have this little play widget up here. Whoops, did not mean to turn that. I hope I don't get copyrighted just for that, you know, millisecond or something. I did try voice access, which you have, like it's like improved or something like that with Android 11. I was still having some trouble here and there, but again, this is not a full thorough review. This is my first impressions video because I just got this tablet, so this guy down. Right, there we go. So speaker is about the same as it was last year, like I mentioned before. Can emit from both sides. I did also play a video at 60 FPS and it did stutter here and there, even though it's kind of weird. When I went on what is my refresh rate somewhere, I'm not sure if it was on Chrome, and it showed that it was getting 60 frames on the bottom, but then it was saying like somewhere around 59 was the actual. I'm not sure how accurate those things are, but it seems like it's a little hard to say whether or not this is 60 FPS, because on one hand it seems pretty smooth, but when I was watching a video in 60 FPS, it wasn't smooth. So it's a little confusing, to be honest with you. One downside is that videos will not play at 1080p on Netflix, Peacock, and other streaming services because this has a wideband security of L3, so videos are capped at 480p. Now this is the norm for pretty much every cheap tablet around, maybe with the exception of those branded names like Samsung tablets. I haven't tested it out myself, so I can't really confirm, but if there's a review video on there, or if there's anything else I find out, I'll link it down below in the description box. One other thing before I forget, it looks like battery life may be just about the same as it was before. Maybe it might not last as long as before. I'm not sure how well optimized it is, but it's gotten 4 hours and 13 minutes of on-screen time, and so last I've charged it was like 7 hours ago, so this has lasted me pretty much about the whole day. Now I have 20% left, so I can turn on battery saver, and it should last a little longer with that. I don't know how much longer though. So battery life is okay still, but I just wish it was like a larger battery, so, you know, something like that. There's not really too many changes here on this tablet or updates that Walmart has made with this. But here's another downside. Now the CPU is exactly the same from last year, and the compute, or the GPU, is exactly the same from last year. So this is not a good sign either way. And benchmark performance is low as you'd expect. Even worse, compared to last year's tablet, it looks like benchmark scores are a little lower. So on here you can see that it's around 148, 834, 148, 858, 148, 820. On here it's 143 and 802. I tried testing it out a couple of times. I only got it to run twice. I tried doing the compute score, but it never loaded. It kept like crashing on me or something, so I really don't want to waste much more time with that then. But yeah, the other score was 146 and 799. I don't know if you want me to do more scores, but you can pretty much tell it's about the same performance, maybe just a little slower. Basic tasks are okay, like browsing the web. There's some delay, it might take a little longer to load, but it's definitely usable. It's not that bad. First game I wanted to check out here is, I think this is called Skullgirls, and it seems like it's not smooth in frame rate, to the point where it's not really that playable, just because you see this much lag, it might affect your game performance. I don't know, you can see for yourself though. Obviously I haven't played this much. Okay, and just failing on all fronts. Next game here is Roblox, and this thing is not too smooth. Look at me, I'm doing push-ups here. That's how you play this game. I guess you can switch it. Wow, there's a lot going on here that I don't even understand. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I guess you can argue it's playable, but it really does slow down at times, especially when there's explosions like that. Yeah. Just for the heck of it, I just wanted to see how Genshin Impact would be, and of course it's pretty slow, as to be expected. I would not say this is really playable. So overall, I'm disappointed with Walmart. Really, there's not too many changes. I was expecting, or at least hoping, that maybe the upgraded version that has more storage would have maybe a better processor or even more RAM. But I guess, you know, for the bare minimum, it kind of gets the job done, but at the same time, it's still missing that wideband security that you want to see of L1 so that you can watch videos in full HD 1080p on Netflix, Peacock, and other streaming services. So because of that, I'm going to have to say just hold off on this and wait and see if there's a better tablet out there, like maybe a Samsung tablet or even the Fire tablets. Believe it or not, I just ordered the Fire 10, which costed me 80 bucks because it's Prime Day right now when I'm making this video. So I'll have like an annotation somewhere or an end screen video where you can watch it. I'll also have links down below if you want to check it out yourself or buy the tablet, because it does help the channel out. Anyways guys, I hope this video was helpful. Please leave a like if it did, and subscribe if you want to see more.